guys, you're watching Matt the Musketeer, and today I have another catch-up commentary for you, and I'll also be announcing the 4 winners of the copies of BioShock Infinite. So it's going to be a pretty exciting video. Now before we jump into the subject of today's video, I just want to say how excited and pleased I was actually with the response of my previous video, where I discussed heading down to the European Gaming Expo with a couple of other Pixel Enemy commentators, and a lot of you guys said that you're going to be buying tickets and heading to the event as well. So it's going to be pretty cool to hang out with some of you guys. If you didn't see that video, go check it out on my channel page. Tickets are still available if you want to head down to the European Gaming Expo in September and chill out with myself, Westy, Mac the Gun, Phil and Fat Paulie. So if you're interested in any of that, then grab yourself a ticket. I will leave the link in the description below. Now the subject of today's catch-up commentary is actually one that you guys put to me. I asked a question on Twitter: is there any subjects that you want me to cover? Are there any questions that you want me to try and answer? And a lot of you guys asked me about my thoughts on the next-gen consoles, and now that we pretty much know that Battlefield 4 will be out on next-gen consoles, should people consider buying a PlayStation 4 or a PC when it comes to playing games like Battlefield 4? So with the possibility that Battlefield 4 could be out on next-gen consoles, current-gen consoles and PC, people are starting to question, well, which platform will give me the greatest Battlefield 4 experience? Well, I think we can all be in agreement that current-gen consoles will definitely not give you the entire experience that Battlefield 4 is intended to produce. Looking at Battlefield 3, for example, we already know that current-gen consoles do not give you the same experience as PC. For example, much smaller server sizes, smaller player counts, a lot less destruction. So Battlefield 3 already is a much more reduced game on console. So Battlefield 4, which is going to be the Frostbite 3 engine on current-gen consoles, is going to be even more restricted than it should be. So I think a lot of people are already in agreement that Battlefield 4 is probably not a game to be playing on current-gen consoles. So that then leaves the question, well, should I buy a gaming PC or a next-generation console? Now today I don't want to get too deeply into talking about the merits of gaming PCs over console. I do have a whole series based on that called Becoming the PC Gamer series. If you're new to my channel and haven't seen that, the playlist is on my homepage if you want to check that out. Now before we move on, I just want to put quite a few rumours that I've heard about the PlayStation 4 being bounced about in the comment sections of videos to rest. I've heard a lot of people saying, oh, the PlayStation 4 is going to be more powerful than any current gaming PC. It's going to destroy the gaming PC market. No gaming PC is going to be as powerful as the PlayStation 4. Now that really isn't the case. From the stats that we were told about the PlayStation 4 at its reveal, there are a lot of gaming PCs out there, a lot of top spec gaming PCs, including my own, that are already more powerful than the PlayStation 4. The stats that we were told really weren't out of this world, to be honest with you. Quite admittedly, it did have impressive RAM. 8GB of GDDR5 RAM is pretty impressive, but overall, you know, the PlayStation 4 isn't going to be some PC killing machine. There are a lot of PCs out there already that are more powerful than it. And add to that, the PlayStation 4's processor is going to be going on sale, so people will be actually able to replicate the PlayStation 4's stats and capabilities within a PC. So the PlayStation 4 being able to play Battlefield 4 on par with top spec gaming PCs is a question still to be answered. Now a lot of people have been speculating that the PlayStation 4 will be able to accommodate 64-man servers at a locked 60 frames per second. Now as I've said before, I don't like to divulge into rumours, but there have been a lot more people saying that it's more likely that the PlayStation 4 will be able to accommodate 64-man servers, but only at 30 frames per second. Now with the Xbox 720, whilst we haven't been given any specs for that console yet, it's pretty safe to say that that console probably will have very similar specs and stats to the PlayStation 4, as it's going to be its competitor in the console market. So we can say safely that the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox 720 will probably have the same capabilities when it comes to trying to play Battlefield 4. So to try and answer the question, should people play Battlefield 4 on next-gen consoles or on PC, I think the answer is pretty obvious. Playing on PC will still show lots of benefits compared to next-generation consoles. And PC will always have the advantage over console when it comes to creating content for YouTube and trying to record gameplay and being able to create videos all on one machine rather than trying to move content and information from your console to your PC for editing and all that kind of information. So PC will always have that advantage over console. Also, the availability to have things like the free cam, so you can float around the maps and capture third-person perspective angles and stuff, is always something that's much easier to achieve on PC over console. But with all that said, it doesn't mean that I'm writing off the PlayStation 4. A lot of you guys have already asked me, am I going to be buying a next-generation console? And as I have said previously, I have already pre-ordered a PlayStation 4, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. I used to play on console before PC, and I still love console gaming. But when it comes to playing certain types of games like Battlefield, first-person, fast-paced, multiplayer online games, I will always pick them on the PC. But when it comes to playing games like Grand Theft Auto, Hitman, Assassin's Creed, Red Dead Redemption, games like that, playing on your sofa with your surround sound on a 42-inch TV is always going to win over sitting at a desk. So for me, it's not a question of which platform are you going to be playing on, it's more a question of what game are you going to be playing on different platforms. But that's about it from me today, guys. In the comment section below, I want to hear from you. Which platform do you intend on playing Battlefield 4 on? Do you want to get a PlayStation 4? Or maybe you're thinking about moving across to PC when the next generation games come out? I want to hear from you in the comment section below. Now, before I go today, as I said, I do have time to pick 4 winners for the copies of BioShock Infinite. I pulled them at random from my subscriber list page earlier on, and the 4 winners are, very quickly, Eopar, Captain Pain Train X95, VPerp 66644, and the Derp Farmer. Or the Derpish Farmer, sorry. So they're the 4 winners. I have messaged you already, so you can get yourself your copies of BioShock Infinite. Stay tuned, guys. I have some more giveaways coming up soon because I love my subscribers so much. So stay tuned for those, guys. I have lots of stuff to give away in the future, as I always do. So stay tuned. In the meantime, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.